The Lakers and Clippers are the top two teams in the West. They've got their superstar duos, of course, but many think both teams are a piece away from a championship roster. So, Scottie, who needs another piece more, the Lakers or the Clippers?
If I'm picking between those two teams,
Yes.
I'm going to say the Lakers.
Okay.
And the only reason because they haven't shown that they can finish games. I think a lot of games, close games, last 5 minutes games where they're in games and they need that closer, the guy that can make big shots, take it big shots, and are willing to go to the free throw line and make foul shots. That's the piece I think that they need, and that's an advantage I think that the Clippers have on them right now because they got guys like Lou Williams, Kawhi, Paul George. These three guys, they're willing to close games and they're willing to take big shots. If you look at the Lakers, you're really going to go with LeBron, AD, but they're not guys that are known to close games, and these guys
LeBron has done it in the past, but this year...
I'm not taking it away from LeBron. I'm not taking it away, but LeBron has also played along with some of the best closers in the game.
Yes.
I've said this before.
Yep.
He's played with Dwayne Wade.
Kyrie.
He's played with Kyrie. He don't have those kind of players on his team now.
And, you know, because AD's a big man, like it or not,
Right.
someone's got to get you the ball to close out
Yes.
games. So I agree with you. I think it's the Lakers. And, you know, the Clippers, they haven't been what we hoped, but to me it's as simple as put your roster together and play together. And they haven't done it. They haven't had any chance to do that.
Yeah.
You know, look, here are the stats right here. Games together, LeBron and AD, 14. Kawhi and Paul
40.
George, 19
Right.
games. Minutes together, 474 minutes. So if I'm the Clippers, my trade is just making Kawhi and Paul George be on the floor together a little more.
That's it.
I really think that elevates you to a new level.
So the Clippers and Lakers think they're playing with a longer season, right, than most teams. Their intention is to play until June. So what you have to do by, quote, the All-Star break is different for them when they're going till June to some teams when they're going to mid-March or April. So for that, when do they really have to get both of those guys on the floor together to be a cohesive playoff team when it really counts by, say, the conference final, Scottie?
I would say after All-Star.
Okay.
I would say maybe 2-3 weeks after, you know, they get it going after All-Star, that it's going to be important for them to keep those guys on the floor as much. But we kind of know the history behind Kawhi, who's dealing with some kind of degenerative injury that we may not see that. I mean, these numbers may continue throughout the whole season. So if that does happen, we saw it happen in Toronto, and it worked out great for Kawhi.
I mean, it did, but I think the difference in Toronto was that the other pieces around them understood exactly where, and you're trying to keep Kawhi there. So everybody was cool with, okay, Kawhi's out this game. When he comes back, I'm going to play less. My role is going to be reduced. I'm not sure you're dealing with the same dynamic with the Clippers.
It's hard to say. We look at the LeBron James Cavaliers teams. They didn't really start playing the ball that they would play later until the first week of the playoffs.
Yep.
But they could ease their way in the East, right? Because they basically treated the first round or two like, oh, this is where we're going to get our chemistry from. I don't think you can do that in the West, but I wonder where the middle is. If it's right after All-Star, maybe a few weeks after All-Star, maybe you can wait a little bit mid-March.
The one thing I would say, though, is, you know, when the Clippers, when all this got put together, what did we say? We all said, who's going to score against them? And nobody is.
Right.
And then, you know, for very early on, they were down in the middle of the pack defensively. I just checked right before we went on the show today, the defensive rating. They're up to 4th. They're just going to keep climbing slowly but surely.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For highlights and analysis, check out the ESPN app. And for live streaming and premium content, check out ESPN+.